Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with absolutely no makeup on. I'm getting ready for work, but I just wanted to talk about Basketball Wives reunion and my take on it and what I observed from everything from the OG situation to her being removed from the couch to Shaunie blocking me on Instagram. Girl, we're gonna get into it because look, I've never been blocked by a celebrity before, but I guess my words really hit her what I said, and she blocked me within seconds, y'all. So she knows she has some type of guilty conscience because there were many people commenting on her page and saying all types of stuff. So it's not like, you know, I just said something outrageous to her. So we're gonna get into it, and I wasn't even gonna watch the show like that because I don't really watch Basketball Wives. Like, I really don't watch it. I'll watch some episodes. I'm guilty. I'll watch them on YouTube. So I don't think my viewership would even matter. But it's just the whole fact that this Latina woman is saying the N-word because she, you know, dates black men and she's from New York and people are, you know, giving her a pass. I didn't even notice that she was saying the N-word, you know, but obviously OG is the first black woman to call her out and say, why are you using that word? Why are you saying that word? And, you know, Evelyn and Shaunie were trying to defend her actions and say, well, she's Afro-Latina. Like, this is the first time anybody has ever heard Evelyn say she's Afro-Latina. And it's crazy because that's where the one drop rule goes wrong, because people want to be inclusive into the black community to benefit from the culture, but when it comes down to really being black, they don't claim to be black. She claims to be a Latina woman, and you can be a black Latina woman or Afro-Latina woman, you know, and with African ancestry, because everybody, I don't care who you are, everybody has African ancestry in their blood because that is the motherland. That's where everybody migrated from. So to say that is just kind of like dismissive. And why are we counting the one drop rule? My family has everything in it, and I don't claim none of that. I claim to be a black American, and that's what I am. And I don't claim anything else. I don't claim, oh, I have a little bit of this, oh, I have Ethiopian, I'm this, and I don't claim none of that because that's not what I am. I'm a black American. And, you know, everybody has a little bit of something in them. And it's a difference between claiming, saying you have African ancestry and being black. You know, it's a difference because she's playing both sides. Now let's get into the reunion part. You know, so basically Shaunie and Evelyn were basically flexing their power by saying, oh, well, I don't want OG basically on stage because she's said threatening things, like choking somebody, and I don't feel comfortable with her on stage. Since I've watched these episodes, I have not once seen OG lay her hands on anybody. But now all of a sudden they're threatened, they're scared, they don't want her on the couch with them. That was more so a power flex, like, yeah, OG, look what we can do, you know, so don't mess with us because, you know, we can get you guys canceled off this show in a minute. I mean, Shaunie has flexed that power before with Brandy by saying, you know, you are now dismissed, thank you for your service, or whatever she said to Brandy, and then we have not seen Brandy on the show since, you know. And Malaysia is still on the show playing the whole dumb card. I don't know why she's kissing butt, but like that's a whole nother discussion because everybody's just like going in on her wrong foundation color and whatever, I don't know. But anyway, OG is the first African woman to be on Basketball Wives. She's the first African woman. She is a Nigerian knockout, and you know, she is now being labeled as the angry, scary black woman, and I just don't understand like why now. And she's more threatening, I guess, because they're giving into that angry, dark skin, aggression black woman. And Evelyn now is trying to act like the victim that she's scared. Evelyn Evelyn's been bullying people since this show has started, and now she's scared, now she's threatened, now she's intimidated. It's like that moment when the bully finally gets bullied. It's a classic moment in my eyes, if you ask me. Now let's get into OG leaving. When OG left, CC left, and I'm so glad CC left, because CC knew what it was. She was like, "Oh no, I know exactly what y'all want to do. Y'all want to gang up on CC on the couch and have OG somewhere else," because that's what their goal was in the beginning. They wanted to find the weakest link, like they always do. Like all reality shows do, they find the weakest link and they drag it out. They drag the drama out with the weakest person on the show, because they know they can bully them. They know that they can manipulate them without any consequences, because, you know, that person's not going to really fight back. Lily is not an aggressive person, and she left with her friend. And I'm glad she did, because she's like, look, I'm not going to sit here and let them bully me by myself or kick my friend off the show, off the reunion, and not say her piece. It's not right. I'm not for this. I'm not going to get ganged up on. I'm over it. So CC left. And for one, this show took way too long, showing the girls getting dressed and ready. They're dragging it on so it can be 2 episodes so they can get that money for all this drama, you know what I'm saying? So that was already like a drag. Like that was a drag to me. Like I was so over it. I was like, okay, when are we getting started? I'm using my NARS foundation, and I'm probably just using like that much. Like I'm not gonna use that much foundation today, just because it's a Sunday and I'm just going to work. Anyway, so let's talk about how producers purposely made Jackie Christie look like the biggest bitch on TV. So after CC and OG left, now it's Jackie. You know, at first they tried to get Jackie to convince, you know, OG to stay and CC to stay, and I don't think that's what they thought was gonna happen. It backfired on Shaunie and it backfired on Evelyn, because now VH1 is looking pretty crazy, because both of these ladies left, and I don't think they expected them to. I think that's why OG came back. But anyway, let's go back to like Jackie Christie saying, where's my seat? And I don't want to sit right there. And if I can't, I'm not coming out. I'm not coming out. And so that was Jackie flexing her power with them and letting them know like who's the real basketball wife, who's the real boss here, which is Jackie Christie, because she was making people move left and right out of her way so she can sit where she wants to sit. She made Shaunie get up, she made Evelyn get up. Evelyn at first was like, I'm not getting up, and I think VH1 was like, get your up, because we tired of this. OG already left because of you. We don't need Jackie Christie to leave because of you. Get up. And I think that's why she got up. I think some more stuff was said behind the scenes. But they kind of made Jackie look a little, like, I was kind of a little distasteful by Jackie. But like I said, like, I feel like either that's how she is, or she was flexing her power to them and letting them know, like, y'all not about to knock me off. Y'all may have knocked OG off, but y'all not gonna be flexing this power to knock me off. I'm gonna sit where I want to sit, and if I don't sit where I want to sit, I'm gonna leave. I just thought that was kind of interesting. They were showing all of that and showing her character in a way, because it was not a good light that they were showing her in. Like, she's in a good light anyway, but they were showing her in a very, very distasteful light. I just want to kind of mention that. So then they go into the show and they start talking about everything and Evelyn and all this other stuff that nobody cares about. Honestly, they had Jennifer up there. Apparently Jennifer was sticking up for herself and defending herself, and finally, you know, speaking up for herself, blah, blah. It was pretty much boring after that, because everybody was waiting for OG. But then they were teasing like, oh, wait, she's over here. You know, and I don't know. They were kind of teasing that OG was going to be back. And that's why people stuck around to watch the first reunion. And now people are going to watch the second one, second part 2 reunion, because OG is apparently coming back to say what she has to say. Now, Shaunie, on the other hand, she's like mad at Jennifer for saying all this stuff like, that's my children's father. Like y'all haven't talked about everybody else's children's father on that show. in a way, but nobody could talk about Shaunie because she's the executive producer, and so nobody wants to offend her. But other than that, it was boring, and I was kind of over it. And then I saw that OG was coming back. Cece was not with her at that time. Like, Cece was not with her. I don't know if Cece's gonna come. I think Cece's just over it. She's like, nah, I'm not gonna come. But OG, like, if you want to go back there and say your piece, you're more than welcome to. I just love how their friend dynamic is, because OG's not gonna let you punk her friend. Just like any other friend in this world, if you're a real friend, you're not gonna just let a group of women bully your friend. You're not. And that's exactly what OG was there for, is to defend her friend. And those women didn't like it because they're scared of OG and they're threatened by OG, especially Evelyn with her colorist ways, and her colorist actions definitely show. So I'm gonna call her back. That's my bestie. Whoops. Did I accidentally? Oh, I think I accidentally. Okay, I'm gonna make this short because I gotta call my friend back. Okay, so basically, they didn't like how OG was butting into Cece's business. No, I think OG was just tired of y'all bullying her friend, and she's like, okay, I had enough of this. Like, y'all not about to just sit here and keep dragging this out and keep bullying my friend. That's not what we're gonna do. Just like any other friend, just like I would do for my friend that just called me right now. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and let anybody just bully her. Like, she's not a fighter like that, but I am. I've definitely been in a few fights where I know how to defend myself. Not saying she doesn't know how to defend herself, but she doesn't have to when she have a friend like me. And that's what friendship's about, okay? And so they're mad about that because they can't bully Cece, point blank period. And on top of that, you know, so apparently OG is coming back to address them, and she feels like they were being colorist. She feels like they were, you know, saying all this stuff because she's dark skinned. She has strong African features, and that is why they are treating her the way they're treating her. And I think subconsciously they are treating her like that, especially Evelyn. Like, she comes from you know, the Latina community. They definitely have colorism issues as well as the Black community. So I don't think that she's wrong for feeling that way. If that's how she feels, that's how she feels. And for them to dismiss her and say, you know, that she's being delusional, that's not her being delusional. That's her speaking her truth. And that's her just speaking her truth. So apparently Evelyn has a lawsuit going and tried to have a restraining order on OG. So let's get into this restraining order, because that's it that I have to say about the reunion. And so Evelyn had tried to get a restraining order on OG. OG has never been violent to her or never directly threatened her. So why would you get a restraining order on your coworker? You basically work together. So I think that was Evelyn's way of trying to get her kicked off the TV, trying to get her kicked off the show. In a most like, oh, I have a restraining order on her because she threatened to choke somebody to death. And the judge was like, no. Then now she has a lawsuit saying like, oh, she's called me racist, I lost deals. Like, Evelyn, you're caught on camera calling an Asian woman Ling Ling. Yeah, and you use a monkey emoji only for OG, when OG has very strong African features. And you kept calling her ugly and dirty. Like, what makes her ugly? Is it her wide nose? Is it her full lips? Is it her high cheekbones? Is it her everything that you reap and benefit from your African ancestry, with your full lips and your high cheekbones and all of this stuff? Now that's ugly because it's on a darker skinned woman. And that's why people are questioning Evelyn's demeanor and her intentions, because it's like, what makes her ugly? Because she's not ugly. Like, it's not like her face is disproportioned. It's like, why are you so stuck on calling her ugly and dirty? Like, oh, with your dirty, you know, ass. I think that's what she said. And it's like, what makes her dirty? Because a lot of people back in the day would equate darker skin to being dirty. Like, you need to wash it and then you'll be lighter. Like, that was a thing back in the day that people thought of Black people, and you're calling this darker skinned woman, and you're not black. You're not black. And I think that's the problem. She is a Latina woman calling an African woman dirty and a monkey, basically. And she's saying she lost deals. That's your own fault why you lost deals. People witnessed you, people saw you, and blogs outed you for saying the things that you were saying. Point blank, period. That has nothing to do with OG. And OG was like, no, like, I'm gonna call you out. Why would you use a monkey emoji to represent me in a post? Like, you could say all things you want, but why would you use a monkey? And you know the historical language of using monkey. Like, these men have allowed these women to get away with so much, thinking that they're just so invincible, especially in the athletic world, because most lighter skinned women are praised. But it's funny because they're praised, but they're not treated any better. They still get cheated on, they still get left. Evelyn definitely had her domestic violence situation, so her skin color didn't help her there. So it's not, I'm not gonna sit here and say that because she's lighter skinned she gets a better life. She just reaps the benefits of being with an athlete and his lifestyle. That's pretty much it. Now let's get into Shaunie blocking me. Okay, Shaunie blocked me apparently because I went on her page just to see what she was saying, just to see if she would address anything. People were clapping back on her, and they were saying all types of stuff like, oh, you colorist, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you this. Oh, you so lame. Oh, nostrils. And talk about her nose and how her nostrils show and whatever. And so I saw that she replied to somebody that said something, and she was like, and we just got, they was basically saying, like, calling her out, like, you need to address this and acknowledge this before y'all, like, y'all show gonna get canceled. And she was like, yeah, and we just got renewed for another season. So people are expressing to you that they are upset that you have a cast member, you know, saying racist things and calling an African woman dirty and referring to her as a monkey in a way. And you say, well, we just got renewed for another season. Cheers to that. Like, I think she said cheers to we just got you know, renewed, you know, with like champagne glasses. And I would put cheers to low ratings. And I was like, congratulations, cheers to low ratings next year or something like that. Girl, within seconds, she read it. I felt it in my soul. Like, as soon as I exited off, I was like, let me go back and check, because I don't even follow her. But I just went back and checked within like 3 minutes, and I was blocked from her page. I was like, really, Shaunie? So you got my message because you had to read it. You had to read what I had to say, so you know. And I'm hopefully that resonates with her, that she's like, you know what? I don't want to have low ratings. I don't want the show to go down to the ground. I want to succeed with this show. I want it to continue. So therefore, what can we do to further the discussion to make sure this does not happen again? That is all my goal is. I don't leave hate comments. I don't say hateful things to people. I don't talk about celebrities in a way, because celebrities are human. But when I call a spade, best believe it will be heard. So what do you guys think about the situation below? Comment down below and let me know how you feel about the whole situation. How do you feel about OG? How do you feel about Evelyn and the lawsuit? That lawsuit, to me personally, is gonna go nowhere, because she has too much history of being violent on TV and saying racist things on TV. Calling an Asian woman Ling Ling, even if the African thing you wanted to back that up, calling an Asian woman and her OG's best friend Ling Ling because she's Asian, and basically calling her a nail shop lady, is racist. It's stereotyping and it's racist. So what do you guys think below, and what do you think about Evelyn and Shaunie and that whole situation and the colorist thing, and how that needs to be discussed and does it need to be discussed, and what are your thoughts on it, and are you going to watch the part 2 of the reunion? Go ahead and comment below and let me know. Give this a thumbs up if you enjoy watching this video, and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos and content. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.